Guys, I'm super pumped to show you this Go Wipe Attack with 5 Pekkas. The 5th one is inside of the log launcher. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what style bases this is best against, because there's a very specific style. This attack will absolutely annihilate every single time. In fact, I found one of them in War, so towards the end of the video, I'm going to be going in with this attack in War and annihilating a base, fingers crossed, with this attack. I just know it's going to work absolutely perfect for it, so hang in there for that. Now, to start out with this attack, you're going to start with the golems on the edges. We do a golem on each edge with about 3 of those super wizards. Sometimes they even pile them up right on top of each other so those chains hit the same buildings and get that funnel cut nice and early. Then we got all 4 Pekkas going in the middle, followed by the log launcher, the heroes, and the remaining 6 super wizards. That's going to make up your core shot. And look at the power of that log launcher, man. Doing damage to that town hall before it even gets there, it allows that Pekka to finish it off nice and easy. Now, this is generally a pretty jump-heavy attack. Sometimes I'm even bringing up to 3 jumps with this attack strategy to make sure my Pekkas can continue to move throughout the base. Look at that log launcher. Even opened up access to the next compartment right there that contains both the scatter shots. Now, I only have 2 hogs on this army because I got so many Pekkas, I don't have room for that many hogs, but it was just right to get that single tanked and taken out by my royal champion. Since she took out that single, she's now taken out a scatter shot as well. Now she's going to be going down to this king, but this is where the invisibility potions come in handy, all right? Now, I don't always bring this with this composition, but on some bases, you got enough spells left over. Maybe you don't need all 3 jumps. Go ahead and bring a couple of invisibility spells. They're going to help your royal champion on the backside. Now, as far as the rest of this attack, we got full health heroes. I got a queen with an ability still. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm going to swag this ability entirely, not even need it on this base. Now, guys, look at this. We see the golems and the wizards starting at the very beginning, cutting in the funnel for the Pekkas, but I want to take note of this base. Look at this. It's rocking 3 single target infernos, and honestly, this is not my ideal base type to be using this on, all right? Singles are really good counter to Pekkas, and this is a really Pekka heavy attack, especially with the singles on the backside, man. Those are going to be frying through the Pekkas, no problem. So this is a strong attack, but honestly, if I'm looking at it in War, I'm going to try not to use this on bases with 3 single target infernos, at least not if I can't get them dealt with nice and early in the base with that Grand Warden ability, all right? These 2 single target infernos on the backside are going to be just enough to actually stop this attack shy. I'm only going to end up with 97% on this one, and those single target infernos are a massive part of that, melting through those Pekkas, causing me to not quite have enough steam to get through this base. Now look at this base style right here, you guys. Once again, we're starting with the golem and the 3 super wizards on the outsides. Now, of course, we do have 2 single target infernos on this base, but on the far back side of the base, we got a multi-target inferno. Guess what? By the back side of the base, all you're gonna have left is basically Pekkas and heroes, all right? All the super wizards are gonna be dead by then, so that multi doesn't really matter at all on the backside. You're gonna wanna hit this base, keep that multi on the backside, that way those Pekkas can get through it no problem. Now, as far as Grand Warden ability on this attack, you're going to be using that well before you get to the Town Hall, unless you're hitting the Town Hall first. I don't suggest that, though. Come across the side of the base from the Town Hall. That way your log launcher sends logs all the way through the core of the base, really softening it up and opening up that Town Hall to some early damage. Now, use that Grand Ward ability early to save as many of your super wizards as possible. You don't need to save it for the Town Hall because they're going to be dead by then anyways. Your Pekkas are going to be responsible for taking down the Town Hall along with the Queen, like we just saw right there. And of course, we got 1 multi-target inferno on the backside. Unfortunately, I don't have any Pekkas left, but guess what? Last resort for cleanup is going to be that royal champion, and of course she's going to be way better to deal with a multi-target inferno than she is a single target inferno. Boom! RC Queen team up, get the multi-target inferno taken down. That multi on the backside is exactly what we're looking for on this type of attack. This one's going to be a triple. All right, guys, check out this base. All right, look at the core of this thing, dude. This core is massive. It includes both the scatter shots, it includes a multi-target inferno. We got all the heroes in there, and you better believe there's going to be a ton of giant bomb locations in the core of this base. Now, this is like the soft spot for this attack strategy right here. Now, of course, we do have a single target inferno on the backside, but it's not rocking all 3 single target infernos, so I was like, you know what? I think we can deal with that 1 single on the backside just fine, all right? Look at this, man. We're funneling those troops into the core, and we are going to have so many Pekkas in the core of this base to set off those giant bombs, really before even the super wizards have to deal with it, all right? But by the end of this core, there's not going to be any super wizards left, all right? Does not matter, because you're going to be relying on the strength of those Pekkas. Some Golemites left, tanking for the heroes, taking down structures on the backside, and very important here, opened up access all the way to the backside to single target Inferno. That way we can get that single target Inferno dealt with relatively quickly. Here we go. King's going down to it. Look at that. Log Launcher is getting some early damage on the single. We got a ton of Barbarians. We got Pekkas in there getting that last single target Inferno down. And look at this, man. We just annihilated the core of that base. I'm counting at least 5 giant bombs just in the core of that base. 6 if you count the one on the way into it. Not an issue. That's why we're bringing so many Pekkas for that big core type of base. The giant bombs don't matter, man. They would have killed witches. They would have killed bowlers. They would have killed all the Yetis, all right? But the Pekkas are made of a stronger stuff than those troops, and that's why this attack is brilliant on multi-target bases where you can get access all the way through. And anytime you see big fat core, like I just spotted in our most recent war, this attack is money. Now, guys, check this one out. We got a ring base. Let's see how well these super wizards do at funneling deep into a base, man. I want to see them cut in those funnels on either side so that my core troops can go all the way into the core of the base. Are they going to get it done, man? It's looking good. Left-hand side has been funneled. Right side has been funneled. We have got a beautiful funnel straight into the core of this base for so many super wizards, Pekkas, golems, log launchers, heroes. Lost a few heroes out to the side. Looks like I had a little bit late with that jump. But look how many troops we've got in there. Once again, using the Grand Warden ability early so those super wizards survive the scattershot blast. Town Hall is down. Queen's taken out. The latest scattershot. Oh my goodness, dude. This is looking absolutely wrecked. Once again, we had a heavy core with both scattershots. I got enough of those Pekkas and troops in there, and they annihilated the core of this base. Now on this one, I see I have some tanking over on that left-hand side with the king, so I choose to play my royal champion over there instead of just sending her in naked up on the top where she would just die a little bit sooner. Now she's finally going out in front of the king. That means she's going to start taking some of that damage on her own. Let's see. Nope, the queen is still tanking now. Now, finally, she's out front taking damage from these defenses. So she's probably going to be going down after using her ability. But look at this. We got a king still with his ability. We got, oh my gosh, dude. We got a Pekka left. We got a bunch of wizards. We've even got super wizards still alive. This base is wrecked. All right, guys. I'm ready to go wreck a base with this in our war. Now, first of all, I didn't want to hit this base because it's underdeveloped. The walls are underdeveloped. I mean, the defense levels are pretty decent, don't get me wrong, but the walls are underdeveloped. It just doesn't look great optically. I'd rather hit a maxed out base if I had my option. But you know what? This is the base that was left 1-starred, and I absolutely knew I could annihilate it with this attack strategy. I only used 2 jumps. Look at this. We got full access into this core of this base with those 2 jumps. I don't really need access to the backside after that because there's just point defenses out there. There's no singles. There's no scatter shots I really have to open up access to. Nothing extremely dangerous back there. So I jump in on both sides, keep them both moving in towards this super heavy core. Once again, we got all the giant bombs probably in here, dude. We got the scatter shot. We got a backside multi. Eagles in there. Town Hall's in there. So much damage in the core of this base. We're going to rage our Pekkas, Wizards, Heroes right through this core with the Grand Warden ability. And now there's just nothing left that can really threaten this attack, dude. This is so smashed. And I knew it would be. There was zero doubt in my mind. On this one, I actually don't even need the invisibility spells. I brought him for the Royal Champion just because I didn't need more than 2 jumps or 3 rages on this. So that was kind of the natural choice. Bring it for the RC. I did not need to use them, but I was like, you know what? I plan on probably showing this attack in a video, so I'm going to show an example of how you would use the invisibility spell on the Royal Champion. You're going to cover her, but not the defenses she's targeting. That way she doesn't skip defenses. And boom, we're going to show it one more time as she comes up to this cannon. Boom, invisibility spell covering where she's standing while that cannon would be targeting on her. Now, if you have a backside single, a couple of those invisibility spells can come in really handy. Honestly, even one of them can get you through a backside single with your Royal Champion. So extremely handy with her. Of course, we're swagging the Queen ability. We're swagging the Royal Champion ability. This was the perfect attack for this style of base.